Hey everybody, and welcome back to the third episode of Cocktails with
Queens. Hey! This is episode 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9. And this is a snake bite.
Yes. Snake
Delicious.
bite. Yeah, it's so good.
Extra dry cider, and was it like a heavier lager?
It was a red lager, so not as heavy as we could have gone. Still kind of a lighter one. But
Alright. And didn't you name it the Queen of Snake Bites or something like that?
Queen of Snake Bites is what we're calling it. Giving a little nod to All Stars 2.
Alaska. Earlier we had an oatmeal stout and a not so dry cider version.
Right.
And I really like that one better. I do, I think.
The oatmeal one was a lot creamier than this one is, obviously. These ones don't have as much of a contrast as the other two did. Alright,
so getting into it, we just watched episode 3 for like the 12th time.
Chlamydia!
And Untucked.
And Untucked as well. So we are like ready to talk about this. That was literally the worst pop I think I've ever done.
That's not true. I've heard worse. Let's get into it though. So one thing I wanted to get into right away.
Cunning linguist.
Cynthia, at first when I found out she was going to be on the show again, I had mixed feelings. I was excited, but like,
why?
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Like I didn't know. I don't feel like she gave as much as she should have.
You would have rather seen better queens.
Yeah, exactly.
But
having her on there has been really nice. I've been like warming up to her cuckoo and more than I have the past season.
Definitely.
So
I definitely see the growth in her too.
Yeah.
Like as far as like just way more like polished in her drag. I thought her runway like little performance thing was really funny. It definitely didn't it wasn't like top 3 by any means.
Princess Cuculina, I hated it.
Oh no. I love the bunny.
I wanted to bring this up specifically. I hated it. I thought the message was super confusing. Aja was in the bottom because they didn't get the message that she was trying to give with her fairy tale princess look. And I felt like Cynthia did the same exact thing. Like, there was no clear concept there.
Wait, what was she the princess of?
Nothing. Princess Cuculina, and she had the rabbit that was like...
Oh, she was just supposed to be like a sexy princess.
Yeah, and she wasn't hardly that...
I guess for me, the rabbit saved it because I thought it was really funny.
I did not think the rabbit was funny either.
It was cute to me. For me, the judges, I do want to bring this up too. I do not agree with a lot of the judges' decisions on this episode. There was a couple flubs on the runway. As much as I love Aja, I really do feel like it was super messy and just not what she had. It's definitely not what she envisioned. I don't think it was necessarily bottom 2, but I'm not 100% mad that she was in the bottom 2 because that lip sync was so good.
Yeah.
She literally she literally snatched Kimura's wig, put it on a fucking rod, and mopped the goddamn runway with her.
Right.
It was amazing.
Mm-hmm. It's one of my favorites of all time already.
Me too.
It was so good.
The only thing that probably kept it from being top 3 or top
Kimura.
1 was Kimura.
Yeah, if Kimura had been, more comfortable or familiar with the song and the words, then it probably would have been a good...
Yeah, knowing the words is always a good first step.
It would have been a good, performance from the two of them, I'm sure.
I also do want to talk about how Kimura was trying to death splat or whatever the fuck it's called. And I'm a death splat queen. That's my gig. I can't do splits or anything, but I'm fat jumping off the stage. I'm slamming to my knees and flipping my non-glued down wig. I'll do a death splat if I think it's gonna get me a 1. If I see somebody pulling out their wallet, I'm like. No,
anyways,
my point was that Kimura, she was doing that every time that she thought / Aja actually did that. That was insane.
Well, she was trying to create more epic moments for herself. And
by piggybacking on Aja. Bitch did need a hero.
Pretty stressful. They're both pretty freaked out about lip syncing.
They were both really stressed out.
They were shook.
Well, Kimura, I don't even know. you mentioned she wasn't even like listening to her music, which she clearly needed to do because she did not know the words, and she was over there with a Farrah like, girl, I just love you.
Yeah.
I just love you.
But after that, she also accepted going home herself.
Right.
So.
She thought that her and Farrah might have been in the bottom.
Or
I
that
don't
makes
know.
a lot of sense why she'd make that statement first.
Yeah.
She probably did. And that actually would have been good to see. I would have loved that.
Thank you, guys.
Either way, she kept it classy before she saw herself
She did.
out. Like
She said she was gonna be the happiest loser.
Yeah.
It's so sweet. Which who would expect Gamora Black to be like that?
I am little monkey man.
Well, it didn't
Save
help.
my princess from small dicks, please.
But the
But
monkey's feet were like this the whole time, so that's why he looked like a robot too.
Yeah.
I honestly did not hate the look.
I didn't either.
If she would have had like some sort of princess tiara, I would have really been sold on it. Something jungle-y.
I didn't even think she needed that. I thought the runway look was great on its own. Like by itself, thought it was great. I got the message. Jungle banana princess. Check.
Right.
Cool. The monkey and the execution of that landed her in the bottom by far. Which I mean, honestly, if we're gonna take it from that, maybe Pheromone should have been in the bottom because both her runway and her little mini character sucked.
Certainly should have been in the bottom.
Yeah, like sucked. And I actually was originally envisioning it as like Kimora and Farrah in the bottom, but it almost should have been like Farrah and Aja.
Yeah, you're right. It should have.
Because Farrah missed 2 out of 2 marks.
And this goes right into what I was thinking already. None of the... Well, I guess Farrah did land in the bottom technically, but not bottom 2. I couldn't believe all the girls that did the aqua looks. Everybody was underwater princess.
I hate that shit.
It was like the second coming of like the Madonna challenge from last season when everyone came out with kimonos.
Oh yeah.
Change your concept if someone else is the underwater princess girl.
Because that's so like overdone. Like
already.
The only reason
it's overdone.
Yeah, like just the underwater thing alone is why I do not think Trinity Taylor should have been the winner. Sorry. And maybe it was just different because we saw it on TV live. I don't know how the judges saw it on the runway. But I really think that Sasha should have won. Like, her speech got me emotional. It gave me goosebumps. Like, it was crazy.
It's like the girl said it on Tuck. She created like a new fairy tale.
Yeah.
It was so original, so beautiful.
Yeah, and it spoke to me.
She was safe.
It spoke to me.
She wasn't even in the top. Which
I
was
know.
really weird.
Something. And Nina, I think, should have been in the top too. Like the judges' critiques, I just felt like I just didn't agree with them this week.
I thought Lump was beautiful too. So much emotion.
He's kind of cute.
So much emotion and like his little, scene there.
She was channeling that from like clearly her experiences, which is probably what I was responding to anyway.
An honorable mention for me was
honorable mention for sure.
Eureka. I thought her princess look was so fun, so kitschy, so campy, and glamorous still, even being like a sewage princess. It was really well done. She's a really good traditional queen, but like has a young point of view.
She has a nice like creative aspect to it too.
She does.
It's not boring by any
But
means.
she's super polished from like clearly being around really seasoned pageant girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
She knows she's got herself together. I just thought her being willing to take the risk of being like messy with the sewage queen thing was awesome. And her side character, Rough Trade, the little dog, little sewage dog with her.
The joke was awesome.
It was all good. I was very happy with her.
Cheers to RuPaul's Drag Race, Season 9, Episode 3.
Yes, honey.
And to these drinks. You did really good. I was pleasantly surprised.
I'm surprised you were. You had no idea what I was gonna
put together tonight. Clue. And I've never even heard of a beer cocktail.
I want to explore like more beer cocktails now. You should too. Leave your favorite beer cocktail in the comments.
You should try. I personally like the stout one though. If you try like a sweeter cider with like the stout beer, it had a nice contrast to it. So definitely give that a try and let us know your thoughts on it in the comments below, along with what you thought of all these bitches. Thanks so much for watching. Cocktails with Queens.
Gamora Black.